Hello everyone, my name is Kunal, also known as Kitty Perspective, and welcome to another episode of Heart to Heart Conversations. Now, thank you so much if you have watched my yesterday's episode. I decided to start on a lighter topic of why I started a YouTube channel or what was the thought process behind it. But today, let's hit the ground running. Today, I'm going to talk about, I'm going to turn 40 next year, 2026. So, I'm approaching 40. Let that sink in. Well, I always wondered if people approaching 40 or above 40 years of old are they in a position to start a new YouTube channel or let's say switch their careers. Well, in my case, I switched my careers at the age of 37. But yes, approaching 40, I just started my YouTube channel last month in February. So I always had this thought at the back of my mind, if I'm the right person to start a YouTube channel. Is YouTube is more or less a young people's game. It's like most of the people are like in their teens to late 20s, either consuming knowledge or creating new content. So what about people like us who are in the bracket of 40 to let's say 60? I always had the thought, but before that, I started seeing some YouTube channels of other creators who are in this bracket and who also had the same thought. So I thought, okay, so I'm not alone in this journey. And these are a couple of points that came to my mind, which I think can support my case for. I think I'm still in a position to start a YouTube channel. Firstly, people in my age group I always have a unique perspective that we have gained. So over the last 2 decades, wow, in the last 2 decades, I have gained a lot of skills and perspective, and that's for case for many other people. There's a database of knowledge that we are willing to share with people like you. That may not be the case for younger creators. It's not that there's nothing against younger creators, but that's always the case. It takes a bit of time to gain experience, and that's just the case. And always, whether let's say you're a baker, you're a real estate agent, you're a financer, you're a software specialist. Now, softwares change every time. So there's always something to either learn or to share about it. There's always a content related to softwares, or you might be, let's say, an athlete, a fitness trainer, craftsperson, anything. You always have so much to share with a wider audience. So people in 40 or above, they always relate. It's just a human nature can relate more with the similar group of people who are creating content, either from the same age group or who have the similar life experiences over many years. So I think that qualifies me to speak a bit more about it. The other thing that was my primary goal when I started YouTube was to build a community, a loyal community with whom I can share my knowledge, but I also can learn from that. I always believe that there's not just one person going through something, whether it's learning or something that has happened in their life. There's always more than one people. So I would like to learn their experiences and share mine with them. So it's the idea of building a community with shared experiences is just so much fulfilling. I can't tell you how fulfilling that is, and that always brings me to the stage that yes, once again, maybe I'm not too late yet to start a YouTube channel. There's still a chance for me or people like me to start a YouTube channel. The other point that I was thinking about, yes, there is always a financial angle. If you know me, this is my whole job. There is no backup plan. I quit my job 3 years ago, so this is about it. So yes, initially I might not see any growth on YouTube. I'm prepared for that. Next few months, maybe a year, I'm prepared for that long run. But at some point of time, I am hoping for this to be monetized on YouTube. Uh, I have to be honest about it. I have to make a living. I have to pay bills. So that would be the case down the line. But I'm hoping right now I can build a community and I can share my knowledge and learn new skills. Which brings me to the point. People in our group have always this desire to learn new skills. Now, in my case, there's a lot of skills required uh, when it comes to YouTube. Now, photography, I have a good knowledge, I think, in last 8 years. Before that, I was a research scientist. Before that, I was a PhD student. So I'm hoping from that walk of life, I'll be able to extract some discipline and blend it with my photography. But there are still more things to learn. In my past few videos, at least from my father and some other people, I have been given advice. I think I need to control my delivery. So my breathing is a bit of an issue, so I need to control the way I talk to people and the way I talk to the camera. That is something I need to be careful about. I get a bit too excited in some of my videos, but that's what my first few months of YouTube are, just to experiment with everything. Uh, how much of a experience I may say in the beginning of the video, that doesn't come close to what I still need to learn on YouTube. And yeah, that's what I was thinking. That what what can I gain and share with you people? I always think of this thing that when you search any keyword on a Google search engine, let's say, how do I cook a particular dish, or how is this place for vacation, and it gives you a list of options of website links. But have you noticed that at top of those lists there's always a couple of videos being shown? Now, who are those people's videos? Who have created them? It's not been created by YouTube Corporation, neither has it been created by their parent company Google. It's been created by a creator which is like you and me, isn't it? Now, how cool would it be to see our videos in front of many other people? Now, you might think that we are just starting out, we're feeling a little less confident, our channel is a bit new, so why would YouTube promote it? Well, YouTube has been saying this from a very long time, and especially in 2025, they said in the beginning of the year also that they will be pushing out new channels. Whether you're a 100 subscriber or a 50 subscriber, it doesn't matter. What matters is your content, and that's what I have to work on. I know I have the knowledge, but I have to present it in a way that is acceptable, or should I say, I have to present in a way that can be consumed by a wider audience. That I always feel that can be a huge inspiration to start creating. The other fear that I think in the back of the mind of many people, and was there in back of my mind too, was that what will our friends think and family think? My family have been very lucky. They have been very supportive, and my friends too. But the reality is, you're not starting a YouTube channel to please your friends, right? Now they may be forced to click on the link that you I bombard on my Instagram quite a lot of time. So they may be forced to click on it a couple of times, but after that they will move on. And that's rightly so, because they have their own hobbies, they have their own time, and that's about it. So your audience is not your friends, it's not your family either. It's a much wider audience on YouTube that is waiting to consume the knowledge in a particular area. If that area is photography, people are always looking for new inspirations, for new talks from people like you and me. It's not always Shashan. It's about controlled delivery and talking about life experiences along the way that you did photography. There's always an audience for every kind of work. That's why I said in the beginning, whether you're a life trainer or a real estate or a baker or crafter, there's an audience for every kind of work. So don't worry about it. Just keep going. And lastly, don't be too scared if you're above 50 or 60. And I understand that you might have a lot of commitments and responsibilities in your life. I would say this, that you don't have to create let's say a video all in one go. You can create in batches. You can create a 10-second segment when in your car just before you're going somewhere during the day. When you get a couple of minutes break, record another 10-second segment. There's always an opportunity to stitch those segments, and it doesn't matter if you're wearing like different clothes in every segment. Audience doesn't care about that. Audience cares about human connection. That means you. So there's always a way. But yeah, today's video was more about the scare of, I'm not sure whether I'm making this video for you or to convince myself, but I hope it's for you, that there is still a chance for me to create content. It doesn't matter. I know I'm no longer in my teens and early 20s, but I still have a chance to share my work. But yes, that was today's heart-to-heart conversations about turning 40, and there's still a chance to restart, isn't it? Now, before I end the video, I said that yesterday I need to answer a few questions, and one of the questions was, I think if I remember correctly, was if what inspired me or motivated me to move from full-time work and switch to photography full-time. Now, there's a long answer which I don't think would be appropriate to share here. Maybe some other time. But in short version, I wasn't happy of what I was doing. The environment was not so right for me. So when the time came, I decided, let's smilingly switch the careers and hope along the way, because leaving a full-time income and moving into an area where you don't know when you get paid is always a scare. That is one of the biggest scares, but I've never been happy, touch wood. So that was the motivation, that you deserve to be happy. There's one life. You don't have to be stuck somewhere where you are constantly unhappy and surrounded by people. Probably, yeah, that was my motivation. The second question, I think, was, let's see, sorry, I should have kept that open. Where is my questions? Okay, so second questions. Why do you like to shoot alone? Oh boy, I don't know. I think the habit came in when we went into lockdown, and we were allowed to come once during the day. So I always used to come out in the night, and obviously due to the rules, by myself, and I always used to walk alone, and that habit became that became a habit now. So I enjoy my company. It's not that I don't like to walk around with people. I do go around with shoots with different people, but when given chance, I think that also, as a photographer, you always have that habit that when you're outside, you always like to be by yourself, just your camera and the environment around, just to soak that in and capture the frame. I think that's just not me. That's basically many other photographers too. But I enjoy my company. That's an honest and simple answer. But thank you so much for your questions. I'll come back with two another questions tomorrow. Thank you again for watching my video, and I hope you could relate something with it and you could get inspired by something. I'll come back again with another video tomorrow. Till then, take care of yourself, keep dreaming, and it's never too late to restart. Take care. Bye.